And we're going to start like we always do with big waves, big waves, big waves. So great to see everybody. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. We promise we're not going to be on here for very long. So just give us about 15 minutes of your time, and we're going to do our best to give a great overview of the opportunity that we are presenting to you. So just so you have an idea of who you're talking to. And let me start with thank you. Thank you for taking the time to spend some of your night with us, because it's always a pleasure for us. And we're going to do our best to make it a pleasure for you as well. But my name is Andrea Rosser. I have had the privilege of being involved in this industry for, gosh, going on 12 years now. And it has been one of the biggest gifts to my family. It has literally changed almost every single aspect of our lives for the better. It kept me home with my babies when they were getting raised by other people. It paid for groceries. It's taken us all around the nation. Actually even took us on our, well, the only real vacations I've had in my life that did not involve a tent were because of this industry. So it has blessed us in a million ways, and I'm so grateful for it. And I'm so excited to share just a little piece of that with you guys tonight. And before we go into too much, we're going to bring on a very special guest with us tonight. Her name is Dr. Kristal Vance, and she is going to be sharing a little bit about the product that we're focused on that is really allowing us to create so much growth. So if you don't know Kristal, she is an incredibly successful businesswoman. She knows her stuff when it comes to health and supplements and the things that your body needs to thrive. And she's one of my favorite people. Kristal, thank you so much for jumping on here tonight. I'm going to spotlight you. And thank you for joining us. So yes, now you're big on the screen. And
I was like, oh, there I am.
There you are. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, hi, everybody. Nice to meet you. And thank you so much for that, Andrea. Andrea is quite the businesswoman herself. And so I really love teaming up with her to do that. And that's really what we do is collaboration. And right now we're really in an exciting time. And the fact that you're getting this and hearing about this right now is nothing but opportunity to you. 8 years ago, I looked at my life and was like, I want out of this office. I was there at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was there at 7 o'clock at night. It was dark when I got there. It was dark when I left. And I really was just like, I want to live. I was tired of what Andrea just said, living for vacation. Living for the weekends. And then on the weekends, I was feeling bad about all the things I needed to be taken care of that I should have done during the week, but I didn't want to do it then either. And I felt like I was on purpose because I've always had this desire to help people, but I couldn't make any more doing what I was doing. I had to figure out a new lane, whether that was start another business, whether that was employ more employees. I had to do something different. And if retirement was going to happen, I needed to make some changes. And that's when this was introduced to me, this industry. And I love an industry that is revolved around residual income. If you do not have an income source coming in from residual income, I want you to know that health and wellness industry with subscription is a really lucrative business. In fact, so much so that I've been able to step out of that office. And now this is what I do. And I want to tell you what my part that I can contribute to this is what I would attach my name to. And I believe in the 25 years I've been in the industry I mean, health and wellness isn't going away. And I don't think I have to convince you that now more than ever, people are looking for ways to take care of their health. But why would you not create some extra income at the same time with it? And so I and others are looking for people like you, people who they care about health and wellness. They care about themselves, but they don't have a problem sharing it if it's good. So I want to tell you about something that I don't know that I've ever been more happy about. And it's this little tube right here. And I'm going to share my screen so I can go even faster. Because I know some of us are visual. And here's that tube. Every night before bed, you're drinking this in a couple ounces of water. Okay, just a little bit. You can add anything you need to for taste. It's not about what it tastes like. It's about what it is in your body. I've never seen something help more people, whether they're 20 years old and they're looking for rest and focus for school and the stress of athletics, and or 30 somethings who are raising families and totally exhausted, to 90 years old, their family's taking care of them and they just, it doesn't matter. Okay. This is a gateway to health product. And I say that because there's not a single person on here that I don't believe should be consuming this. And then I love that I have a very safe place. I'm going to get into that in a second, that you can go shop for other health and wellness needs. And every time you do, it's going to benefit not only your body, but your pocketbook. Okay. So I want you to know that this is a very different product than what you may see out on the market in other companies. The person that reached out to you isn't reaching out to you because they're like, oh, I want you to be a part of this company. And oh, I want you to buy all of my products. This is something that can change your body. Okay. It's literally stimulating your body to start natural processes that it has done in the past. We're going to work with your body instead of make your body work. That's a really big deal. In fact, we've got the science and the research, the studies that have been open peer reviewed to prove it. 99.9% efficacy in inhibiting an enzyme that causes you to age. For real. It's incredible what this is doing. It's not going to happen overnight. So you're going to have to do this nightly for a while. We've got some restoration to do on your bodies, okay? But you got to start somewhere. So why is this? What makes this the difference, okay? We want to invite you into the process. We want to be transparent with you. We want you to see all of these seals that we've earned. Okay, these are scrupulous tests that this company has gone and acquired. It is the gluten-free, it is the non-GMO, it's all of those things that you want. What's it going to do for you? That's the most important piece here, you. Okay. Although I've seen it working for thousands, let's talk about you. Improving your health by increasing how fast your cells regenerate. A healthy cell is a healthy you. Turning your muscles back on so that you can move and get around like you used to when you were young and strong and full of strength, to have a lean, mean body working for you, to have that sexual energy and libido back, to have energy to get through your day, to not have to grab the energy drink, to not have to have the third cup of coffee. Let's go back to how it was when we were just working off of our own body's health, let alone what we see in our skin. Like, here we are. I want you to what I'm asking you to do is take back control of how you're aging. The skin when someone is young is much different than when they're not, right? What is that? It's decreased production of something called HGH. And this is where you're going to start. Okay. So I'm sure if you're on here, you've already had one of these, because this is what's creating the buzz. This is what's got people so excited to hear what Andrea is going to share with you. I want you to know we have real people having really real results, whether it's 90 years old and sleeping through the night. Can you imagine? Or your anxiety level dropping, in this day and age, that's a really big deal. You guys, this isn't with a pharmaceutical with pages of side effects. This is with an all natural botanical product that you're drinking before bed, and then you're waking up feeling different. So not a bunch of pills, not a handful of, like, one thing. And then if you choose to add things onto it, you sure can. So getting a month's supply of this and starting your challenge, I highly recommend. And then Andrea is going to talk to you about, maybe you need to find a way to create the income to have the product. Maybe you need to create the income because you want to go on vacation that doesn't include a tent. Every time Andrea says that, I'm like, I am so sorry. But her life is very much changed. And so, Andrea, will you share with them how you did it?
Absolutely. And, I like camping, but you know what I like more than camping? Options. Absolutely love having options. So camp if you want to, but if you have to. So what I keep thinking about is what we have our hands on here. And if you kind of look at our world today, did you guys know how big the health and wellness industry is? Like this year alone, it should surpass, be bigger than $4.5 trillion. And when I hear numbers like that, maybe I'm greedy, but I'm like, I just like a piece of that. Like, it doesn't even have to be a real big piece, because 1% of that would be pretty good. So, most people I know wouldn't mind having a piece of that. And if we think for just a minute, how many people do you know that already take vitamins, that enjoy supplements, that drink protein shakes or, liquid supplements, or buying from a health and wellness store already? I think kind of everybody right now. Like the last almost 3 years, we've watched people, be in one lane where they didn't really think about their body and their health, and maybe a little bit here and there, to this huge pivot where we went, oh, we are not invincible. I don't know if anybody else felt that, but I sure felt that over the last few years. And my folks aren't invincible, and my family isn't, and the people that I love are not invincible. And I want them as healthy as possible. And that's what we get to offer. So what we're here tonight to share is to give you the opportunity to get involved with a company that has products that help people with their health, just like Dr. Kristal talked about, but no one knows our name. No one knows who we are. So we get the first to bring, like Dr. Kristal shared. So I'm going to share a slide deck so you guys can see how this works. So give me just a moment here. All right, Kristal, can you see that? Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. So you get started. Okay, so here's how it works. $29.95. And then you pick the product pack that works for you. So Kristal kind of showed you a couple on the previous screen. You decide, you want a small product pack, you want a huge product pack, you want anything in between, doesn't matter. You just get started for that $29.95, and then you get started on your product, and you start benefiting from all the effects of Renew. And over the course of the next 8 weeks, we're going to work together, and we're going to help you find 4 people. And think about your life. The people that you see in social media, the people you see at your kids' school or at the coffee shop or the ball field, or all the places that you're going. And if you were feeling better and had a little bit more pep in your step, if you were sleeping better, and like those bags that tend to follow us around a little bit were a little bit lighter and people couldn't see them anymore, or you're slimming down, if you're looking better and feeling better, do you think that people in your life are going to notice and ask what you're doing? They will. People notice all the time. How many times have you had somebody, you forget mascara, and they're like, oh, are you tired? You're like, no, I just don't have mascara on today. People notice how you are looking. And out of all those people that you brush across in your day, we're going to help you. We're going to work together for that. And we're going to help you find 4 people to join you. And that's going to get you to what we call gold status. And from that, now it starts to get more fun, because what we're going to do is we're going to turn around And we're going to step away from you. We can still lock arms with you, still be there with you, but we're going to now go love on your people. You got your 4, and now our job is to go help your 4 get their 16. And then we repeat that process. And I just want you to kind of picture right here, that's going to help you make grocery store money, right? Gas station money. Could even be car payment money, but this is starting to make a difference in your family's finances. I will tell you, almost 12 years ago, I came into this industry purely for grocery store money. That's all I wanted. If you told me I could make, now back then the budgets were a little different, but I needed $150 a week. That's all I wanted. If you could help me do that, I was getting started. I did. And it's history now, right? Went from there, but that's where we start right here. And then from there, we just repeat that process and we love on these 64. Okay. So we help those 16 get theirs. And with that, that's going to pull in 64 people onto our team. And now the money's getting a little bit more serious. This, I heard a statistic the other day. I did not research it. So if it's not true, yell at them, don't yell at me. But that like 70% of all the foreclosures that took place in the United States in the last year could have been prevented if families just had an extra $500 a month. We can do that right here. Like, that's heartbreaking. I've been there, right? I was 2 months behind on my mortgage when I found this industry, okay? So I've felt that pain. And if we could take that away from somebody, but maybe you're not hurting, but that's extra. Think about what that would do for your budget if you just had some extra. And then from there, we grow that 64 and we keep going. And that's when we move into option money, as I like to talk about it. That's the part that really gave me some star eyes. I love options. And I hope that you do too. The option of, do you want a vacation in a tent? Or do you want to go on a cruise or go to a 5-star resort? Where do you want to send your kid to college? Is it going to be, college with student loans? Or is it going to be a college that mom is able to provide? Or is it going to be the community college? Or will it be Ivy League? You decide, but now you have options for the big decisions, for the little decisions, and for everything in between. And, I just think about, what are these people doing, right? All of these people, what are they doing? Well, they're consuming that product that you just talked about. They're losing weight. They're sleeping better. They're feeling more energy. When they get up in the morning, those Rice Krispies that we have sometimes where you kind of like snap and crackle as you get out of bed, they're not hearing that anymore. They're enjoying life in ways that they perhaps hadn't enjoyed in some time, and all because of this product, and they're not going to get off it. I'll tell you, I absolutely love Renew. I love what it does for my mood. Like, I am a happier human. My kids have a better mom because of it. I sleep, so good. And I'm losing my love handles. So all of these things that I just shared on anyway, all of these things are things I appreciate. And I would not give this up even if there wasn't a paycheck attached. And your people are going to feel good too. And they're not going to want to give it up either. So, and what I love about this is this creates that residual income, that mailbox money, that money that has leverage attached to it because it just keeps coming in. And I just think about Kristal, that's what she did. Dr. Kristal, you guys might have noticed that she's got a couple of letters in front of her name. She had a thriving practice. She was making buco bucks, for lack of a better way to say that. And she chose to walk away from that to walk into this, and has created an absolute empire. And the way she did that was exactly what you guys have seen. She got people started on a product. Well, she transformed herself. Then she got some people to join her who are transforming themselves and won't give it up for anything. It's changed her life and blessed a lot of people as well. So with that, I'm going to end with this. I would love for you guys to ask yourself a question. It's a very simple one. Do you know 4 people? Do you know 4 people that could use maybe some extra grocery money or gas station money? Do you know 4 people that could use more health, that maybe they're not feeling as good as they used to? If you do, then you can absolutely get started with us and offer them some hope and some answers. So get back with the person that invited you on here. Get your questions answered. We would love to help you get started and join us today. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, we were a little faster this week. So good job, Dr. Kristal. We did great. We love each and every one of you. We appreciate you jumping on here with us tonight. And we hope you have a great, great Thursday. We look forward to partnering up with all of you.
Thank you, everyone.